Ayan, whispering into the camera. Guys, we've made it to the heart of Shaitani Van. No one has dared to spend the night here in years. For a reason. A rustling sound makes them all freeze. The flashlight flickers as Kabir swings it toward the noise. Nothing. Just the eerie swaying of leaves. But the silence that follows feels unnatural, almost too heavy. Mehak, nervously whispering, "Maybe this isn't a good idea." Kabir, grinning, trying to lighten the mood. "Oh, come on, it's just a forest, no ghosts, no demons, just our overactive imagination." They push deeper into the forest, their footsteps crunching against dry leaves. The deeper they go, the thicker the air becomes, as if something unseen is pressing down on them. Then they find it. A dilapidated, abandoned cabin, its wooden door barely hanging on its rusted hinges. Ria, whispering, gripping Mehak's arm. "That doesn't look safe." Ayan, "That's why we have to check it out." He pushes the door open. The air inside is stale, thick with the scent of decay. Their flashlights sweep across the room, an overturned chair, shattered glass, and a faded photograph on the floor. It's black and white, depicting a family. But the faces, they're scratched out. Mehak, shivering. "Who does that?" Kabir, forcing a laugh. "Someone who takes their privacy very seriously?" A soft creak sounds from the ceiling. Footsteps. Raya, shaky voice, backing away. Did you hear that?" Before anyone can react, the door slams shut behind them. Their flashlights flicker violently. Then a whisper, low, raspy, echoing from every direction. "You shouldn't be here." The camera jerks as Kabir stumbles backward, his breathing ragged. The whispering grows louder, overlapping voices, some sobbing, some laughing, some screaming. The air becomes suffocating, heavy with the stench of something rotting. Suddenly, Mehak gasps, clutching her throat. Her eyes widen in terror as if something invisible is choking her. Ayan, panicked, rushing to her side. "Mehak! What's happening?" Kabir, frozen, voice trembling. "Her neck! Look at her neck!" Deep, red, finger-shaped bruises form around her throat. She struggles, clawing at the air before collapsing to the floor. The whispering stops. Silence. The flashlight catches movement in the corner. A figure stands there, too tall, its limbs unnaturally long, its face shrouded in darkness. It doesn't move. It doesn't breathe. It just watches. A sudden bang from above sends dust raining down. The roof creaks, as if something heavy is crawling across it. Raya, sobbing, pulling at Ayan's sleeve. "We have to leave. We have to leave now." They haul Mehak up and stumble out of the cabin into the freezing night. The trees seem closer than before, the darkness heavier. But the forest isn't silent anymore. Something is running toward them. Fast. The camera swings wildly, catching brief glimpses of shadowy figures darting between the trees. The same whispering returns, but now it's angry, mocking. "You came to find us. Now we find you." A shrill scream erupts from behind them. Mehak is gone. They whirl around, their flashlight beams slicing through the darkness. Nothing. Just a trail of disturbed leaves leading deeper into the trees. Kabir, panicked, voice cracking. "We have to go back! We can't leave her!" Ayan, shaking his head, gripping Kabir's arm. "If we go back, none of us will make it out." But before they can decide, the laughter starts, deep, guttural, inhuman. It echoes from the trees, the ground, the air itself. Then, in the distance, their flashlight catches something, a figure hanging from the branches. It's Mehak. But her eyes are open, her lips curved into an unnatural smile. And then she speaks, but it's not her voice. "You should have left when you had the chance." Her body jerks violently, as if pulled by invisible strings, and then, in a grotesque motion, her head snaps to the side with a sickening crunch. The whispering stops. The forest goes completely silent. And then, it moves. The shadowy figures emerge from the darkness, their elongated bodies melting from the trees themselves. Their faces are hollow, their eyes pits of endless black. Ayan screams, grabbing Rhea and Kabir as they sprint blindly, crashing through the undergrowth. The camera shakes, capturing only glimpses of impossible horrors, hands reaching from the soil, grotesque faces forming in the bark of the trees, eyes watching from the void. Then, suddenly, a road. Their car is right where they left it, but something is wrong. The forest behind them is gone. They stand there, panting, confused. The sky is clear, the night calm, no whispers, no shadows. But as they turn back toward their car, their blood runs cold. Mayhawk is already sitting inside. Her head tilts unnaturally as she smiles at them. Are you coming? We have to go back. Fade to black.